And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Razor, 19 Lion. Go!
3rd down, here's Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. Dragon, 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Now here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down at the 30.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Check, hurt. Street. Ready.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
7 Pirate. Big Lion. Panther Street. Check go.
Williams to throw on 1st. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
18 Rattler, 18 Panther 11, Trap 60. Check Bobcat. And up.
Williams from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Hawk 70, 79 Bronco. Warrior 70.
Working inside the red zone. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
19, 18.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, set.
Williams on the play action. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the... Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry. He loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They motion a receiver left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the crossing route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Let's go.
First down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Has his man, it's Swift. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go, set.
Slot man motioned over.
19 Lion. Hup.
From the 33 on 2nd down. He's got him, that's Swift. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Set. Dragon 60. Go.
Off the play fake, Williams. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Working from the gun, Williams. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
We see this defensive mantra plastered all over defensive meeting rooms. Tips and overthrows, you got to have those. And that's exactly what the defense did as they rallied for that interception.
Daniels on 1st down. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Throwing now, Daniels. Cut out left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Got Sinnott, it's complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That looked like they're trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle 3rd, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taken in by Harris. And he's taken down at the 30.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Here's Daniels. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. Has it in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? Check go.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw by Williams. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Okay, ready?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Another try following the sack. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick 6 to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. Completed here to McCaffrey. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet. This is caught inside the 15. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bears have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
70 range. Ready?
First down, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
On the move, headed right. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Daniels gets this one to Harris. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 from the 41. Daniels now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. Throwing the out route complete. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Let's go now.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Defense showing blitz. Daniels has it at the 7. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Back at 60. Set up. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go street.
Man in motion here.
Hut, hut.
Williams to throw on first. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears push their lead further to start the half. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels. Buys time, rolling. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street. Right there.
First down, here's Swift. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Let's go. Check. Hurt. Street. Ready.
Off the play fake, Williams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Lion. Go. Ready.
Swift gets it, going left. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bears are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
1st down throw by Williams. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and goal, Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Williams. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Daniels back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And they pick him off again. And the Bears will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in 1 game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best.
Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears are running them out of the building. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Again, Daniels to the air. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Throw on third down. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Caught near the pylon. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because
and that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Finds Kincaid. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 3 now. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Throwing deep for the end zone. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready?
Design bootleg here. He's looking deep once again. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check smash.
Out of the gun, Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the 24. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Commanders just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is McCaffrey, left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On first down, here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels now. He's got it near the 8. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Commanders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Bravo 80. Come on. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Set. Hey. Chap 60. Check go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Kincaid there to bring it in near the sideline. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bears first down. Working from the gun, Williams. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Williams from the gun. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bears continue piling it on here in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Track at 60. Ready, ready. No check, no check. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hup.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Bears are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.